I really haven't dealt with the addictions cults in a long time, but I get a lot of hate from the anti-psychiatry and the anti-psychiatry and anti-Scientology. You know, I mean, I'm anti-Scientology. I'm pro-psychiatry, but I get a lot of hate coming from the anti-psychiatry and the pro-AA groups. I mean, Anyway, I'm asleep still. Yeah.
Quit snoring.
So, anyway, so I just subscribed to resubscribed to a couple of anti-AA groups or anti-AA channels. I don't know why, but it seems like I slept like 20 hours today. What time did we even go to bed? I thought we went to bed at a reasonable hour. Did we go to bed in the morning?
You went to bed like about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and I slept till what, 5, 6?
Yeah.
I'm like, jeez.
Well, I couldn't fall asleep until about 5 o'clock in the morning.
It looks like rain.
So anyway, this is my view of AA. If you go to AA and it works for you, fine. But the vast majority of people who have gone to AA, it hasn't worked for. And the vast majority of people that have gone to AA and it has worked for, they've still left eventually because they didn't need it anymore. So in other words, you don't need the whole program that they offer. If you need to get off alcohol, then get off of it.
What mystifies me is that there's people who are going to AA for 15, 20 years and must not be doing what they're
well, some of the people in AA say you have to keep going and going. You have to go the rest of your life. You know, so and you don't. And I've put up on.
It's almost like an addiction in itself to the program is.
Yeah. Well, you know what's her name in Texas? She went. And you see how moral she was, stealing all our stuff.
And you see how our neighbor...
Yeah, our neighbor. And does she actually drink, or does she just use drugs?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay, it doesn't surprise me. But then our neighbor right here... She likes
Mary Jane.
Yeah, she likes Mary Jane a lot. I like Mary Jane, but I don't use it. But our neighbor right here, there are 4 flats, 4 apartments. Our neighbor right here... Oh my gosh, does she drink?
I think she's the beer lady.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't heard it today. I'm hard of hearing anyway, but if I'm hard of hearing and I can hear music from that apartment because we have a bathroom here.
The bathroom door shut and a fan running in there.
Yeah, and I can still hear it. That's loud. And we go to our bedroom, we go to bed, and I hear the music. That's loud. I mean, Carolyn can hear it.
Actually, her music is what woke me up this afternoon. I'm like, oh. About 2 o'clock this afternoon, I'm like, oh, God.
But isn't she gone like part of the week?
She supposedly works the midnight shift. So...
Well, she stays up till...
I think when the days she's off, she doesn't go to sleep in the afternoon. She goes to sleep in the afternoon when she works.
Oh. Well, anyway, now it's not that we don't take a drink now and then. There's a difference between a drink now and then, but how long has it been since we've had a drink? Months.
Our biggest substance is Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah.
We could knock over a Pepsi truck, we'd be happy.
Yeah. Well, actually, we found out what's in Pepsi.
Yeah.
They use aborted fetuses to flavor.
Fetal cells.
Yeah, aborted fetal cells to...
But when you pay $1.99 for a 1 liter of Coke versus
$2.50 for
1 liters of Pepsi for $2.50,
yeah,
it's $3.98 versus $2.50 is a little, wow.
Yeah, and our income ain't the best, you know. So anyway, there's a video, oddly enough, from Fox News of all places, where they talk about the Obama administration killing American citizens in the United States. But y'all hated Bush so much for these very types of things. Obama's gone even worse than Bush did. I don't get it. How can you still support Obama for all the things that he's done that are even worse than Bush? I never supported Bush. I never supported Obama. I've become an anarchist now. I used to be a libertarian. Now I'm an anarchist. Individualist anarchist, I guess. Carolyn's not. For those who maybe knew or knew again, who've, you know, I'm married. Do you want to see my beautiful wife? Is it okay if they see you?
Well, okay.
Ooh, look at that.
Hello, hello.
And we don't live in Texas anymore. Well, actually,
I don't think I kind of stood too long of Texas for actually the couple of days I was down there from the heat.
Yeah, that was, you know,
It was in early April and what, already in the 90s?
Yeah. And then we went down, when did we go down this year?
May.
May, and it was...
Well, that wasn't too bad. We must have hit a cool spot or something.
Yeah. And then so this is what happened. Carolyn went from Illinois to Texas and picked me up. Now, by that point, I was living in North Texas. If you can call what I was doing living in Texas at all.
Existing.
Yeah. And when I was in North Texas, I was existing I was only existing in San Antonio. And then in North Texas, I was doing less, I think. But anyway, so she went down from Illinois, picked me up, and we drove all the way to New Cary, formerly known as New Hampshire. And we've been here. The nice thing about up here is we've had our ups and downs up here, you know, and that's good. It's like in Texas, for me anyway, it was mostly down, and up here it's ups and downs, and that's good. That's what life is. When we first got up here, we stayed with a couple. We rented a room from a couple, and the guy was...
The problem.
Yeah. His not exactly wife or whatever, she was okay. I mean, this guy wants to say mean things about Carolyn. Carolyn figured him out before I did. So, you want to know who's smart, it's Carolyn. Not him. Not me. It's Carolyn who's smart.
I could see through what the shit he was pulling. And
yeah. And he needs to get some help. And if he...
lock him up and throw the key away, that might help.
Again, if you come around here, dude... You come around here, don't mess with us. Okay, the police know about you. This is an AR-15. This is a Mosin. You don't want to be coming around messing with us.
I think even more higher up than the police know about him.
Yeah. I mean, if the police in our town know about you, I mean, they found you in the computer, dude. So, excuse me. And then she had to call the police en masse to get away from you, to escape you, and you were beating on her. I mean, you're a sick dude. You need to get some help. You know, I take my medicine. Jeez. Anyway, so we drove up here. We rented a room from those two, and if she ever watches any of my videos, cool. I hope you understand. No hard feelings. Him, on the other hand, and we had to run. We ran because
I think she's even trying to hide from him.
Yeah, we ran to a shelter. As soon as the bed opened up in the shelter, that's when we left their house. He's trying to say they kicked us out. Nobody kicked us out. As soon as the room opened up in the shelter, we left. And we stayed in the shelter, what, 5-6 months?
That's almost 6 months.
6 months. And then we got this apartment. And,
That's not perfect.
So
I wasn't about to try it because I was afraid I was going to hit the floor and have a disaster.
I need to trim this mustache because
yes, you do.
Here. Yeah, for those who've been watching a while, you know, I was using this stuff for my mustache for a while, but I kind of gave up on it.
That Mr. Footlongbeard over there.
Yeah, it's. What's nice around this time of year, the kids see me and they're, "Mommy, Mommy, Daddy, Daddy, look, there's Santa Claus." And you know, I don't dissuade them from that. I'm like, sometimes we'll be walking away and I'll be, "Ho, ho, ho, Merry Christmas." You know, so, you know, I like to get them to like, oh, I like them to get excited and everything. You know, let me also say, I may be an atheist, but I don't worship the state, therefore I am an atheist. My wife is not. My wife is a Christian. And do I have a problem with that? No. Does she have a problem with me being an atheist? Maybe, but hey, we deal with it, right? And I actually went to church a few weeks, was it a few weeks?
Yeah.
A few weeks ago. And no, an atheist does not burst into flames when an atheist takes communion. They just kind of handed it to me. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, okay. You know, and I did it backwards anyway, so...
This wasn't the Catholic Church either. That wasn't really the test.
But, anyway, so...
But I know how they are, too. If the priest doesn't know you, they won't even think about handing you
they won't?
Communion.
Oh. Well, I was never Catholic, so...
Well,
You went to Catholic church
one time when I was thinking about becoming Catholic. So.
Oh. But, and... You know, for those who know, I had a fire 3 years ago.
Hopefully we never have another.
Yeah, but we do know this building had a fire in it at one point.
Go round.
Yeah, because there's the vent hole for the attic over here.
Outside looks horrible.
And you can tell there's charged stuff in the basement. And that ain't good.
And for some reason the other day our smoke alarm said, "Fire, fire, fire,"
Twice.
and shut up again.
Yeah, twice, 2 nights in a row.
Well, one night it just beeped. It just went beep, 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 beep.
But it woke us up. And I think our neighbor smokes in our apartment. We know that another neighbor do smoke in their apartment.
I think all 3 of them do.
Yeah, so...
Because sometimes we go in certain parts of the bedroom and we smell it so strong it can knock you over.
Yeah, and even with the windows closed. So, you know, it's not coming from, you know, venting from their window into our window. I used to smoke. I don't anymore. I still
We have drop ceilings, so I think it drifts through the up by the roof and then comes down.
Yeah, could be.
Through the drop ceiling.
I didn't think of that. So, my life is a whole lot better up here. I hope Carolyn is happy here with me. Well, she kind of chuckled.
I'm happy here, except for the winter weather is about to...
It gets cold.
That's a challenge.
Yeah, the winters are long and hard. I prefer it over it being 100 degrees for 12 months out of the year, though.
I need to either make or buy wool socks, but...
Yeah, we still haven't made it up Mount...
Washington.
Not Mount Washington, this one over here.
Well, we made it about halfway up.
What is this one called? Monadnock. We want to go up Mount Monadnock before the winter hits strong, because the top of the mountain is going to get snow on it and it's going to stay snowy for a long time. And I look out there every day expecting there to be snow. I don't know, you know, being happy, being content makes a big difference in a person's life. Makes a big difference. Anyway, this video is almost 15 minutes long, and I haven't really said anything in the video. I guess I just wanted to make a video. I'm the cook of the house, most of the time. Not that Carolyn doesn't ever make anything, but I'm mainly we have a steak thawing right now. Don't know what to do with it yet. May just make a steak. But anyway, I'm still like trying to wake up. And so happy All Ireland Day, everybody, and I want to put this on my beret, but I want to get a... I actually want to get something a little different than this, but this would be good for my black beret.